I'm Jake.
And I'm Christine.
And today we're going to watch a trailer for what was at one point my all-time favorite movie, 1983's Videodrome by the great David Cronenberg.
Coming to a theater near you. From Universal Pictures.
I want to know more.
Exactly. The last few trailers of this month's episodes are definitely in the not revealing much category, which is pretty much dead in the world of trailers nowadays.
Oh yeah, now you see every single scene. That's good.
I just saw the trailer for that new Eddie Murphy movie, Mr. Church. Looks like a emotional drama. I pretty much get the idea of how the story begins and ends from the 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about
Videodrome, and it was all of 46 seconds.
I think it was about a minute. No, actually, it's a minute and 15. And
yeah, sorry.
this is another one of those trailers that made me think, I have to see this movie.
Experience Videodrome.
And the whole trailer does not feature any clips from the movie. There is a trailer Videodrome that does have clips, but once again, this is the kind of the version I was introduced to. The best quality for this particular trailer, which has no clips, is on IMDb, if you want the best quality. And this whole trailer is half still frames from the movie, and half animated drawings, kind of like the type you have seen on MTV in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like MTV in the 80s, that's before I was even born, but I have seen some videos of those times, and it definitely looks like that. This trailer has a great kind of techno song playing through it.
It's very 80s.
About watching TV. And it's another trailer that has a bit of mystery to it, with the whole Videodrome is the ultimate addiction.
Videodrome is a bioelectronic addiction. Videodrome is the ultimate addiction. Videodrome will shatter your reality.
If you could even sum up some sort of guess as to what this movie is about, try and give it.
I was just about to ask you what it was. I'm curious if it is somebody who, you play the video games and somehow, I don't know, you get drawn in and it takes over your head and then you become it's not a zombie, but a walking thing that kills people.
The second half of what you said is very close.
Perfect!
The main focus of this film isn't video games, it's actually about cable TV. And even though it's my second favorite movie of all time, it used to be the first, I will admit the film is pretty dated in a lot of areas. It was made at a time where cable TV was a new big thing, and this film is littered with the era of VHS. And not even VHS, Betamax.
Oh.
Throughout this whole film, we see people watching stuff by popping it in the VCR, and all the tapes you see are Betamax tapes.
Huh.
And if you don't know what Betamax is...
I've heard of it, I've never seen a Betamax tape.
A Betamax tape, for anyone who doesn't know, is kind of what they had before VHS. And actually, VHS and Betamax competed with each other, and VHS won, but in actuality, Betamax had the better quality to it.
Huh. So kind of like Blu-ray and HD?
Yeah.
Had kind of a...
And based on what's presented in Tropic Thunder, the reason that VHS won was because it was cheaper to distribute porn on it. But anyway, here's what a Betamax tape looks like.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like a half VHS.
Yeah.
But it's the main...
Is it smaller?
Yeah, it's about a tape is like this big,
Mm-hmm.
Betamax is like that big. So it was in some way more convenient. But this whole film is littered with them.
Yeah.
And we get all these great scenes, including a scene where a guy holds up a Betamax, and the tape actually has a pulse to it. The basic theme of the film is people becoming addicted to television.
Yeah.
And the idea that...
Social construct.
Yeah. And the movie the message still holds up, only switch out cable TV with the internet. And I can attest to that because I am a internet addict. But anyway, the film stars James Woods, who gives a very amazing performance as Max Wren, the president of a local Canadian cable network called Civic TV. The station broadcasts mainly violent horror films or softcore porn movies, and his character is out looking for what he thinks will be the next big thing, and he believes the more, and this is pretty true to reality, the more shocking it is, the more people will watch. And through an associate, he discovers a foreign, what he thinks at first is foreign show called Videodrome. And I'm not going to give too much away, but basically the more he watches Videodrome, the more addicted he becomes, and he goes searching for the creators of Videodrome and finds that it's much bigger than just some sleazy show.
Television can change your mind. Videodrome will change your body.
That whole line about changing your body. There's a scene where someone pretty much becomes a human VCR player and grows an opening on his stomach that, when you look at it, is clearly meant to be a vagina, and that's where the tapes are inserted. And this guy's body plays it, feeding his video addiction. I know it sounds fucked up and freaky, but when you see it, you find it's a lot smarter than that description sounds. And it's from David Cronenberg, the guy who gave us The Fly, The Brood, A History of Violence, Scanners. And James Woods is just a great actor, and it has an appearance by Deborah Harry for anyone who loved the band Blondie. So yeah, that's the trailer for one of my all-time favorite movies, and look like something you might consider?
Sure, because I don't even... besides what you just told me, I don't really even know what it's about. So.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to stomach it.
One eating tapes interesting, but I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
One more to go. See you next week.